Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to NightMayr. Yay. Wow, what a week we've had. First of all, if you haven't seen the episode I did with Keanu where we did the blind taste test, she tried all the White Claws. We're trying to finish them all still. That's available. Then we did a gaming stream on Tuesday. Then on Thursday, we had Ask America with Edgar. Edgar the puppet was here. That was a whole lot of fun. He touched my boob. He screamed, demanded that we wake up the baby. And I could not wake up the baby just to scare him with a puppet. No. Anyway, and today we have a very special guest and a dear friend of mine. She is the host of Last Week on X every Sunday, which are more like interview shows, and also Breaking Barriers on X, which is every Tuesday, which covers hot topics and that sort of thing. Our very own Bold Liv, Miss Angela Belcamino is here. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Chrissie. I'm so excited to be here.
This is so exciting. We have the sconces on. Everything's working out. We're finishing off the last of the claws.
Cheers.
Cheers.
We're matching.
The right hates this. Look at us. We're having fun. Oh my goodness.
I'm so excited to be here in person. I've only been on seen you virtually. I mean, we've met in person.
We've only done like a pandemic style podcast together.
But you actually, you took my podcast virginity.
I did?
Yeah.
I hope I was gentle and sensitive.
And now also in person.
Oh my God. Wow. Really? And you're so in demand.
I love you. You're amazing. And you've always been so good to me. So
it's crazy. We've only hung out in person like 2 or 3 times, maybe. But we're besties. It's crazy. That's the power of the internet, y'all. But I'm sad to hear this news. That's why I'm like, I must have you come in as soon as possible. You are moving out of New York City and soon.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I've been talking about it for months. It's been a tough decision because I really love New York. I've just celebrated 12 years of being in New York.
Your New York anniversary.
Yeah, my NYC anniversary.
It's so cute that people who aren't from here have their New York anniversary. Sorry, that came out shittier than I meant.
But yes, so it's been a very special place. It's been like honestly one of the best decisions I ever made. It's like made me such a stronger person. I've learned and grown so much and had like so many amazing adventures and experiences that I never would have had.
Fought so many homeless people.
I mean, the struggle is, like truly, I'm constantly like everything is harder in New York.
Yes.
Everything.
For those of you who've never lived you don't really understand if by visiting the city, it's you do have to like live here at least a year to get the hang of it. Yeah, everything from expenses to just basic necessities to getting up and traveling anywhere.
Yeah.
Food shopping, buying furniture.
All of it, right?
Finding a roommate.
Everyone's been asking me like, oh, so you have a place in Florida already? Like you have a job lined up? I'm like, no. You can just go to Florida and like walk into a place, see an apartment and you're like, I'll take it. But like, that's not, New York, it's like, it's cutthroat.
New York is so intense. You have to give like first month's, last month's rent.
Your first child.
I've lived in so many different apartments. I've been on so many different like apartment interviews where you have to meet every stupid roommate in the house and they all have to sign off on you. Even the ones like, oh my God, there was like, this, you got to meet this person. This person lives in the hallway, like everything's like a converted, like how many people can we squeeze in here? I've lived with old women. I've lived with men. That's really those two.
No, it's like if you
regular women.
Yes, all of that. The car thing, like just like you said, shopping, like you have to carry everything. So just like groceries, like
you have to have a huge bag, like your purse becomes your car. And you have to like pack your bag as if you will not come back to your house, to your apartment till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
Or like a week. Yeah. You need an umbrella.
You might have a sassy sleepover. You might have to flip your underwear inside out. Who knows? and then go to work the next day.
You have to be prepared for anything in the city. But yeah, so I am very excited though, but it's coming at me fast. I'm like a month out. Wow. And yeah.
What was the moment that you were like, I'm getting out of here?
Yeah. Honestly, I think it was probably in the new year. Like, so I kind of recall around January. You weren't invited to a New Year's party and that was it for you. That was it. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. It's over. I'm going to Florida where I have friends now. Yeah. So I've been working this 9 to 5 for 2 years now, but the commute, it was really like, I think the moment for me was just this commuting. Like,
it's brutal. Like, no train,
subway,
any which way you went. It's like, it was what, an hour and a half or something to get there?
Well, it's like, I mean, my commute's actually not too bad. I'm like a 40-ish minute commute, but yeah, it's a whole, chunk of, but in Florida, it's going to be driving. So like, yeah, it's not that, but I was just feeling really, really unsafe in the subway, to be honest. Every day.
You're a small woman. I know you're very bold and you're very liberal, but sometimes New York City has gotten, and I don't mean to sound like a puss, but like, it really is rough if you're like a small chick by yourself. If you're trans, you're fine. No one's going to touch you. No one's going to talk to you. But someone's going to put a dick on your shoulder, probably on the train.
I mean, it wasn't even, it's not me specifically, but I just was encountering, like, there wasn't a day that went by where there wasn't some issue. And I feel really bad for like the homelessness. And I mean, I'm a mental health counselor. Like, I work with mental, like I want to help people.
You're working with me right now and I'm mentally ill.
But, it was just getting scary. And every day I literally was saying to myself, I hope I make it to work alive. I hope I make it home alive.
Has that been since the pandemic or really just this year?
It really, yeah. I don't think the city has bounced back.
No, hell no. It's going to take at least another 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, but it's just, I've been feeling that way for a while. And I think it's just taken a toll on me. So yeah, I mean, even still, like, since making the decision, several months ago, like, every day this week, I'm still having like, these scary encounters and difficult moments of, I've just fallen kind of out of love with the city. And that's sad because it is an amazing city, the energy, all of that. Like, I really do believe in all of that. And I experience it's a very, back and forth thing. I have my days where I'm still like, oh, it's so great. And, I have all these special moments and memories, and it really is
like
incredible.
Wave to the pizza rat. You're like, oh,
the pizza rats are still out there. Yeah, there's more rats than ever. They're just out everywhere.
I have not even, and I used to work in the city every day for like 15 years, and I haven't been in since maybe December. Yeah, my friend's birthday party. It's so weird how it's like I can just so easily not, and it was like a slog. I'd have to like. I lived in Brooklyn, I lived in Queens, then I lived in White Plains. So it's like, I've done all Long Island. I would commute to the city from Long Island for a while. So
yeah, you were all over.
You just get used to it. It's like part of the hustle. You just like, it's like swimming with sweatpants on. You get used to like living your life with this drag that does make you stronger. But once it's off, or once you move to a better place, or like just move away, you're just like, oh, this is like just, you live with an ease and like a happiness and like, this is what most people, their lives are like this all the time. And you're like, I can just not have to look over my shoulder. It's like, I don't have to like carry a 40-pound purse with me everywhere I go. It's pretty nice.
That's very encouraging, especially like as I'm making this like big move in chapters. So I hope that's my experience. I am excited, especially for sunshine. To be honest, that's another thing. Like the winters here, like the dark, the cold, it really can take a toll on your mental health.
Oh yeah. No one has vitamin D. The homeless are lashing out and they just need vitamin D, really. Magnesium probably also.
Everyone's angry. I mean, everyone is angry. Like, you notice a difference in the summer. The city is different in the summer. Like, people are smiling and for the most part,
you're telling me because all the crazies, they move out of the subways because they're there in the winter to hang out and get warm. But like, during the summer, it's like it smells like a hot foot down there, so
Right.
they leave to go to the streets or
There's a lot going on
bathe
in
in
the
the fountains.
Yeah.
So they leave you alone in the summer.
Kind of, but yeah, it's I hate also like going to work in the dark, and then when I get done with work it's dark, and it's just you're just
wow.
living in constant darkness. Like,
That's sad.
yeah, it is sad, right? It just sounds sad when you say it like that.
It's better that you're leaving and you're like afraid for your safety rather than like, oh, I'm leaving the city and like I'm having all these great like whimsical Sex in the City moments, you know, that like it's fun. It's like, yeah, that's a good sign that you're not like every day like, I'm gonna miss this pizza place or I'm gonna miss this nail spot. Like you can find whatever. Good pizza is not worth your well-being and
dying
safety.
for.
Yeah. The pizza's to die for, literally.
I guess, yeah, some people would say it's to die for.
There's more to life than freaking pizza and good bagels, okay? They both make you fat.
There's also New Yorkers who live in Florida that make New York.
Yeah, they can capture the water, I'm sure, and drive it in a truck down to Florida if they really want. The people that are like, oh, I have to stay the food. It's like, you're delusional. Like, you're just trapped. Like, you can't.
There's more to life than food. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And you'll learn that in Florida very quickly. You're like, oh, there's just no food. There's no cuisine here. But that's fine. You'll be tan and happy, and you won't be worried about dicks on your shoulders.
Ooh. I mean, I think that's probably still happening in Florida, to be honest. There's
True, probably at the retirement resort.
You better than anyone knows about all the headlines coming out of all these. Florida gets a lot of them.
At the villages, all them places.
There will be no shortage of.
The place where my parents lived, like after my mom died, my dad had the pick of the litter. He could have any old bag he wanted at that retirement. It's not like it was a retirement facility or resort. It was just like a gated community, but everyone who lived there happened to be 55 and above.
I think everyone knows about that, the villages and all the looking for companionship in your.
He just had to literally just look around, like it was like shooting fish in a barrel. He had many girlfriends. Good for him.
Well, it gives me hope for Florida in my old age, if
Stop. And you're also, I can see from your posts, or maybe you're just trolling people, that you have baby fever now. Is that true?
I mean, yeah, like I'm open. I'm always growing, and I think we're always growing and evolving. And so, yeah, there's a bit of baby fever going on right now.
I think God just wants you to get out of New York City, and then like the second your feet touch the Florida ground, like your uterus is gonna be like, ah, and you're gonna get pregnant like that.
Because I'm home.
Yes,
Florida is my home. Like that is where I was born and raised until I came to New York. So it's like, yeah,
you're gonna have a Florida bold baby lib. You're gonna be tan. You're not gonna be fighting off homeless. It's gonna be very exciting.
It's a glow up.
It's gonna be a glow up. I'll miss you so much though, but I'll have a reason to go to Florida.
Yeah,
now.
you have to come. I'm gonna have a second bedroom for sure because I can get that for half the price I'm paying for rent now for a one bedroom.
Right, you don't have to have a random Korean living there. Wow, that's so exciting.
Thank you.
I'm really intrigued by your day job because I always had a day job while pursuing stand-up on the side, and then like, starting to do podcasts and stuff, and like was hanging on to that day job with everything I had until they fired me in 21 for not getting the jab. But I always tell people, like,
I think a lot of people can relate to that. Yeah.
Just like hang on to a job as long as you can. You'll need the insurance. You need the money. Like do it until you absolutely can. But I can also understand the advice of like leap and the net will appear. If you really want to do something, if you're truly miserable, like don't feel like you're handcuffed to your stupid office job. So looking back, like I probably should have quit years ago, but I didn't have the confidence. I didn't think like I could handle it.
That's a tough decision that I think so many people struggle with. And I think another thing is like the messages that we're sort of taught, like growing up and in our society. It's
as
like
millennials, it's like because our boomer parents, like most of them didn't know anybody who could make a living on anything social media or internet related.
Absolutely.
So they wouldn't even know what kind of advice to give for that. And they just thought I was stupid for even attempting it.
Yep.
And, never really like took me seriously. And even when I was going to like improv and like trying to build my skills up, they'd be like, how was clown school? And I'd be like, I'm trying to be something.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Like there's it's like, get a real job. Like, what are you doing?
And like I friggin' always had a real job. So I think it's so interesting that like you have had a real job this whole time, but you've also like gone on auditions and you've also like been busy and you've like built up your social media is amazing and you're like a full-time bold lib as well. So and you were saying how you're having a tough time, like you have to give your notice at this job because you're leaving.
Yeah.
And you work in mental health, which is great and I was like, well, that's just like, being a Democrat, you're getting to know the mentally ill. Sorry to bag on your people.
No, it's okay. I mean, my own people are bagging on me. Because like, I just think it's important to call out like extremes on both sides. And I'm really trying to find that common ground. And a lot of people on the left are not liking that. And I'm getting canceled and being called a Nazi and a fascist for that. So
they don't like that.
It sounds a little bit mentally ill. Yes.
Nobody likes their faults pointed out. Yeah. But I think it's even more ridiculous on the left because they've just painted themselves into such a corner that if you are not like gung-ho for child sterilization and illegals getting unlimited benefits, well, then you're getting kicked out.
Yeah.
So most people are not down with that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
And so tell me about this job that you've had, which is so interesting because I feel like you're actually like making a real difference.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's been really cool. So I went to school for psychology and mental health counseling. So I have my master's in mental health counseling and I was doing that in Florida before I moved to New York. And I was planning to start my own coaching business and was doing that. But I sort of also have always kind of similarly to what you were saying, had this like artistic creative side that I didn't have a chance to do in Florida. I grew up like acting and theater and dance and stuff like that. And then coming to New York, you realize, oh my gosh, there's all these opportunities. You can actually like try to do that. So I ended up doing a little bit of like background, like extra work. And then I sort of ended up getting into SAG-AFTRA really quickly in the Actors Union. So I worked for like 10 years as like doing, auditioning and background. But I fell into the stand-in world. So I worked as a stand-in on TV and film projects over like the past 10 years, which has been an incredible experience that I never, like so many things that I got to experience and see that I never saw. Like that's one of the amazing things about New York, right? Is
can only happen there.
World in life that I never knew was going to be like my life, which was super cool. But the pandemic, going back to, I feel like we have to drink every time we say pandemic.
And those of you in the chat as well, listening at home, drink every time we mention the pandemic. Pour some out for our former lives. I'm very triggered by background work because I was in the background of a Jennifer Aniston film that required me to be down in the subway during like the hottest summer month. I might have been like July or August. It was like a friggin' armpit. We were there. This shoot was like all overnight. We started in the evening and went all night long, and they cut my scene out, and I was done with background work. I angrily quit after that. I mean, I was always non-union, so they're like, "Bye, we don't care."
They don't care if you're
union. Give the $75 to somebody else.
Don't worry, they don't care if you're union either.
No, and there's such an insane hierarchy among. I don't know if you found this, but like just from my couple times doing it. There's nothing sassier than a union background person, okay? They think they are such hot shit. They will elbow you out the way to the craft service table. They will do all they can to like get in the spotlight. And the spotlight, by the way, is just the first person in the background. Whereas all the non-union schlubs, we're like 5 people deep in the back. We get lucky if we get an elbow on camera. These people are like, oh, it's my big moment. And it's like, bitch, we're all in the background, okay?
We are all blurs right now. I hope you know that they're blurring us out in the background.
And they would get what, $125 to my $75 for the day of working. It's like, you're not doing much better.
Yeah, no, girl, I could talk about this all day long. I've like 10 years of experience.
Wow.
And of course,
when did you start backgrounding?
When I first came to New York, which is so funny because I was like, wait, was it the Jennifer Aniston movie that got me into background? But it wasn't.
Oh my God. What was it called? I know that they changed the title.
Yes. Okay.
At first it was called
Squirrels to the Nuts. No, that was the working title. It was called like Squirrel to the Nuts or Squirrel.
That's what a
now I can't
title.
remember what I don't remember what the real movie was called now. But do you know what year it was? Around what time?
Had to have been early aughts. Had to have been like 2006,
Okay.
7, 8, or 9.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't move here till 2013. So it was around
Could it have
2013, this
been?
movie, but
No, it was during the Finding Myself years, which was between 2006 and really, I don't know, really up until 21.
until current day.
I'll have to look it up.
No, but that's fine. But yeah, so I just sort of fell into realize like you could do this. And I also started out non-union. I have those same stories of like the union people were like, we
Being
eat first.
bullied.
Like we're in the lunch line first.
It's
And
like, we're all on the Titanic and it's
we
sinking.
get on the bus first and like just ridiculous, ridiculous. And I was like, I am never going to be one of these people. And no, and I never wanted to be. And I used to like, whatever. That was you're absolutely right. It's a whole
professional
thing.
background people. It's like, this is your forever job.
It all comes back to mental illness. Like there's a lot of, there's a lot of, I don't want to give my friends in background who are like cool. I've made a lot of good friends.
They're not going to watch this. They're going to be busy backgrounding. Okay. They don't have time for podcasts.
But there's a lot of people that gave us a bad name for sure. Like in that,
they're
that world
very intense.
It's crazy. Yeah. So I would just like go
because you know what, showbiz is so cutthroat in general, and they're like, what I had to do to get here, you know?
But all those like so many harsh conditions in New York, like, and as a stand-in, different than background, like you don't really get breaks. Like,
no,
because you have to be there 24/7, but like it could be a 16-hour day. And you have to be ready. Like I was like not going to the bathroom. I was like not drinking.
You don't drink water because
no
you're
water.
Like, if I leave, I'm like, it could be my big break.
And they'll yell at you. Yep. Like you get yelled at if you're not. I've had a lot of great experiences. But there was a lot of trauma associated with like that.
And it's
world.
not even showbiz. Like one of my day jobs, I never drank water because I worked at a title insurance agency. I was a receptionist, and the person who had to cover my bathroom breaks was on a different floor. Like, I think they were 2 floors up. And by the time, like, they would ignore my calls, like help, please, I have to pee.
Oh no!
And I just learned that this woman was never going to come, and I just had to stop drinking water because I lost hope that I was ever going to be relieved. And I was like, I don't want to pee on myself.
That's awful.
So it was a very dehydrated couple of years there. But you learn, you're like,
yeah.
And then when I left, finally they replaced me with 2 people because I guess somebody wanted to go to the bathroom.
Isn't that always the way though? There's other jobs I've had too where like I left and then they realized I was severely underpaid. And the person after I worked my A off, like for like years, just waltzed in and took the new salary that I was supposed to be getting.
It's supposed to go the other way.
Yeah,
they're supposed to make less than you.
Yeah. But anyway, your original question. But so I did the whole TV and film thing, which was like amazing. But then the pandemic, like obviously hit the TV and film industry really hard. And it really hasn't bounced back. And it was like it was one of the last industries to come back naturally because there's a lot of people on a set in the crew in tight quarters. There were a lot of conditions that needed to happen in order for it to safely resume. So, and it just really has never come back. So cut to like I waited, I did some jobs, but also I think it was for a reason, kind of like, similar to I trust that things work out for a reason. And same with this move to Florida. It kind of, forced me back into looking for a mental health job. And because I've always been passionate about that and helping people and making a difference has always been important to me. That's why I went to school for it. And I did get a little bit burnt out. It was nice to have that creative artistic change and like different experience. But, after 10 years, I was like doing cover letters again. It was like, oh my God. Like
go take a typing test.
Yeah. I'm like, oh no, I'm like so out of the game, like doing the whole cover letter resume, like interviewing like all, and now like AI is involved to like AI is like screening. You don't even like get a real person like looking at your resume and cover letter. It's like a lot. So anyway, it was a very discouraging. So anyone in the, job search process, it is, it's frustrating, but yeah, I did end up getting this amazing job with an amazing company, as it's an alternative to incarceration program. So it's a nonprofit organization. I'm a therapist. So I do the therapy piece for young people 16 to 27 who have criminal legal charges, and they get an opportunity.
27, young. Come on now. That's a little.
Most of them are not that. There's a few. Most of them are younger. But in that's our age range that we focus on, that population.
27. Wow.
Yeah.
I think you should cut off at 20.
Okay. I'll bring it
21.
I'll give them the feedback.
Give them the memo.
Yeah. Yeah. So they get this opportunity through the court system to get referred to our program as like an opportunity to do like our services, essentially more rehabilitative.
If I'm an urban youth and I commit a crime at 27, I can just go to therapy instead of jail. I'm going to take that for sure.
Yeah. So it is a really good opportunity. I mean, and there's all different levels of like charges and there's obviously certain charges that would not have the opportunity to do this program. But you
see any looters?
Yeah.
Do you ever tell them, hey, go to Target, put the items back on the shelf? Why not?
I mean, it's past that point at that point.
Can't. Like, I've warned it a few times, but here.
But it's been really, really rewarding, to work with these young people. There's a lot of trauma, a lot of, lack of support. And it's been, and most of them have never done therapy before. A lot of them are like, oh, I don't talk about things. I'm very private. So
there's like a cultural stigma against it.
Yeah, for sure. But a lot of them, they haven't processed a lot. There's a lot of community violence, a lot of gang affiliation, a lot of, just a lot of barriers and challenges.
Have they taught you all the gang signs? And
no.
So you could fit in?
No, no, they haven't. Sometimes I don't know if my clients are gang involved.
Have some of them given you the N-word pass? Like just slide one over to you?
No. And
you deserve it.
Yeah, no, I don't go that route. For me personally,
you probably just haven't asked for one. That would be day one. I would be like, anyway. So can I say it just around you? Oh, push-ups for $2. What's your favorite? Oh, great question. What's your favorite mental illness?
My favorite mental illness? That's a really sad question. I don't like any of them. I have a lot of compassion and empathy for, mental illness and people with struggles. So I can't say I have a favorite. Like,
what's like from an intellectual clipboard white coat standpoint, like most, intriguing. They have this rare form of psychosis that makes them keep small bottles of toiletries and things.
Yeah. Well,
no, you're just like a good person who won't make fun of any mental illness. I get it.
I can't. I care. I care. Like I care, and I know how like debilitating and like how much it can interfere with people's lives, and I've seen it. Like I've worked with suicidal people and just like severely depressed people, like really, really low. And I'm just I'm a very sensitive, like empathetic person.
So you just have to be like, look, stay away from bridges of all kinds.
Right.
Tunnels, anything.
Yeah. If there's
Closets.
any sort of plans like that and they're like low, then absolutely they should avoid those places.
Just stay. Yeah. Well, where's a good place to go if you're suicidal and you're trying to not? The park? It depends. It depends on the weather. I would just say go out to eat.
Yeah, I mean, right.
Doing some ice cream.
Doing things that bring you some joy, right? Obviously, like finding things that make you happy. Like support system's huge. I think everybody kind of knows that or can relate to that. Like our support systems are huge, like when we're going through stuff. And sometimes people don't really have those. So like sometimes I'm the only person that they can talk to.
Yeah, you said that there are like 150 kids. We'll put that in quotes because some of them are 27. There's 150 people that you see, but you're like the only therapist.
Correct. Yeah, I have a very small team. There's 6 of us. I'm the only therapist, and we have like around 150 young people that we serve. So it's very.
When you forget a name, do you just go Jamal, right?
Thankfully, yeah, I don't see all 150 because I wouldn't remember. That's true. But
what do you wear to be a therapist? Like, what do you?
My place is pretty business casual. I mean, it's pretty like chill. I like to. For me, it's kind of important to present myself in a certain way. Like I want to be professional and that. So like I do dress up a bit more than like other coworkers.
Do you wear a suit?
No, I don't wear a suit.
You can't. Yeah, you can't give therapy.
No,
in a
I don't.
suit.
I mean, you can, and like I think suits are cool. I wear suits. Like I like a power suit. I like a boss bitch, like a girl boss.
A bold Hillary.
Right? It's a bold. Yeah, I want a bold lib suit. Yeah, but no, I don't really. I mean, I haven't been able to afford a suit really.
Suits are expensive, especially if you want like a sleek one that looks good on you. One time in exchange for one session from my therapist, I took her out into Central Park and I took photos of her for her J-Date profile. And like some were for her professional therapist site, I forget, but some were absolutely for her dating site.
Oh my God, I love that.
I still have them on my phone. I really should post them. Because she brought like a flower to hold. For I assume those were for the dating profile. And
yeah,
it just
not
was
for
so
therapy.
It was so sad to me. I'm like, why? What were you thinking? You know?
That's yeah. You had to like therapize the therapist.
I really did.
She wasn't. That wasn't her specialty.
I felt like
she didn't specialize in relationships.
It felt like that scene during Napoleon Dynamite where like Deb is doing like glamour shots, and she's like, "Oh God. Yeah, this is your season." That was me.
I love Napoleon Dynamite. By the way,
I
like your sleeves; they're real big.
I took everyone I cared about to that movie. I think I saw it 6 or 7 times.
I've seen it so many times. Did you know that Uncle Rico is the guy in the White Lotus, Greg?
I don't watch White Lotus, but I'm glad that he got another role because I feel like he really typecasted
How do you not
himself.
Watch White Lotus when you love Walton Goggins?
I know.
Or do you just
I'm
love
trying
Baby
to catch
Billy?
up. I've started watching Vice Principals.
Oh, it's so good. It's been so many years since I saw Vice Principals, but I love that show.
I've seen all of Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah.
Which people, if you need a show, and I hate when people give me show recommendations because it makes me want to like, just be like, I don't have that kind of time. But for real, Righteous Gemstones and The Chosen, of course. Watch them both. Oh my goodness. It's so good. And you will become obsessed with Walter Goggins like I am after watching Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah. Baby Billy.
He's Uncle Baby Billy.
Baby Billy.
Just give me $1 million and some cocaine. Now hold on now. Wait a minute now. That's so good.
So good.
I can't believe they're done. I can't believe there's no more seasons.
I know, it is sad. I really enjoyed that show also.
I could always rewatch it. Where the hell were we?
Well, therapy.
And then
it all comes back to mental health and mental illness.
Make it about me. Push-ups
No.
2. What about? Okay, he's brought another mental illness into the chat.
Calorophobia, I think.
Calorophobia, fear of clowns. That's fun.
Oh, doesn't everyone? I have a fear of clowns. I have that.
I have just a dislike of clowns. I'm not afraid of them.
Who likes clowns? Like really? So. I have a clown story, and that probably
tell it.
As a therapist, I can tell you that is where I don't even know this.
Gave therapy to a clown.
What is it called? I can't read it.
Calorophobia.
Yeah, I'll tell you where mine came from.
Okay.
My mom decorated my baby room in clowns.
No, why?
Yeah. Good question. Maybe you should ask her. Do you want to call her?
A strange time.
Yeah, I had my whole room was clowns growing up, and I don't know. It stuck with me. I still can picture it.
And you couldn't redecorate, right? I don't know. I think because my
I was
parents,
a baby.
I couldn't redecorate shit. Like I couldn't, we couldn't like change the carpet or the wall and anything. I couldn't even hang and like hammer a nail into the wall. My dad would have a total shit fit. Like if it couldn't be hung up with fun tack, it was out of the question.
Oh, I remember.
He couldn't handle a hole in the wall.
No, but I was young.
Bad.
I wasn't old enough to even rearrange I was like it was when I was a baby. Thankfully, I didn't like grow up as a kid with the same clown stuff. But
what about like the insane clown posse? Did you grow up to be? Why do I like them?
No, I don't know much about. I know them, but not really. No, I'm not a huge fan.
They probably could use therapy. They are insane.
Who can't? Really? I mean,
everyone could benefit.
Myself included, right?
I enjoyed therapy for a time. Like I started going because my mom was like terminally diagnosed with cancer. And I was like, well, this probably won't end well. So let me go see this therapist. But then there was no like hats off ceremony. Like you've graduated, you know, like I think she would have kept me there forever.
Yeah, that's not, I'm so sorry, first of all, but that's not the goal. But there are also, and I'm not saying your therapist was, but I constantly am having to like destroy the stigma and bad experiences. Like, because there are, unfortunately, just like any job, there are bad therapists as well. Or let's say just not as good therapy, or it's just not the right fit. Like there's a lot of different things that go into like the right therapeutic relationship, I think. So, but for me personally, my goal as a therapist is not to like foster a reliance on me. Like I don't want some therapists do that because they want the money.
You don't want Jamal texting you at midnight.
No.
You know, being like,
no, the point is to like teach skills and get people to a point where they're self-sufficient and they don't, and like they might need to come back for like a maintenance session or like whatever, but you don't want people to, you want to teach skills and work on some things. And then like, you know,
you want to teach them to fish. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
But it's been hard to tell my clients, obviously, that I'm leaving. Like it's been a very, like that was this past week for me.
What do you say? Okay, pretend I'm Jamal. I'm 27.
You know, I actually do have a client named Jamal. That's crazy. I actually do have one of my my regular caseload is about 25 to 30.
In a week?
That I see every week. Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Right. Yeah. On top of like
all probably
all
remember 25 names.
I do. Yeah. Thankfully, I went to school for that.
To remember names?
Yeah. I thought
you learned tricks. Like, give me a trick for remembering a name.
No, not for that. I just think it. You know, it helped me.
Amazing.
It helped. You know, keep my brain working. I don't know. But to retain information. But yeah, no, Jamal. No, so I mean, I think it's really helped that I'm not just like leaving the job, like not, you know, that I'm. So I feel like they feel less abandoned because I'm like moving out of state to another state.
Yeah,
so
it's not them, it's you.
Yeah, and it's actually been cool because they found it somewhat. They were like, it's sweet. There's a lot of like, we're gonna miss you and that shock and like that kind of a thing, but also like they found it somewhat inspirational. Like, because a lot of them want to live somewhere other than New York and they can't right now because they have their cases and they're kind of stuck here, obviously dealing with it all. And sometimes for years, they're like, because the process is so long and like drawn out. And so a lot of them have these like dreams and visions of like going somewhere else. And right now they're limited.
They all live next door to you. They all like we're here, Mrs. Belcamino. Do any of them know about your bold lib life?
No. No, I think because they're younger, it's worked out because they're all on TikTok.
Okay.
So, but I've been kind of terrified about it for 2 years now. Because you never know now. Like everyone loses their job over like social media
but at
and
least
whatever.
You're not like secretly on OnlyFans or doing something where you'd be like actually embarrassed if it came out.
Yeah. But you know, with politics and whatever, like, you know, and as a therapist too, like, I don't know. Didn't know if it would rub people the wrong way or what would happen. So I think I've always been like, is someone going to find out? Is someone going to, I don't know. And like, I've actually had people in my building or like I've been on like Zooms or like different work related like things. And I had someone in my elevator when I was on my way up to like my office was like, do I follow you on Twitter? And I was like, oh God. I'm like, I guess maybe. I don't know.
I'm just like, what are you talking about?
Is
I'm
it
not on
me?
Twitter.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm just on Blue Sky.
Not anymore. Thanks, Adam Kinzinger.
What? I can't. So you were actually on? Yeah, there was Blue Sky drama.
Yeah. Well, right. So I don't even do anything on Blue Sky.
What's it like?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's a lot of like, you know, Dems and libs like screaming into the void. It seems to me. I don't post on there. I don't really do anything on there. But Adam Kinzinger like came at me and like on all the platforms and got me like as one of the most blocked accounts on Blue Sky, like overnight. He went on this like rampage to like bring me down.
What does he even do? He's just an influencer?
Well, he's like a never Trumper. Like he was a supporter of Trump and You know,
That's his
I think
whole
people would call him
personality.
Orion. I don't know. I don't know a lot about him. I didn't really, know much about him until was like, wait, why is he on this?
He got
we
you
didn't even
blocked?
interact.
Also, Dan Bongino blocked you.
I know.
Why?
Another one.
Dan, if you're watching, come on now.
Another one that like I never interacted with, like nothing. And then I went to his account to like check him out. He was like trending and like I was blocked. I was like, why? What did I don't even know. What did I do?
Did you tweet about his job at the FBI?
I don't think I did anything to him, but yeah, he's convinced, you know, that I'm a conservative psyop
Maybe he
and
was
everyone
just
should.
so attracted to you that he was like, if I don't block this girl, I'm gonna keep getting erections at work.
Thanks, Chrissie.
That's why I assume that I'm blocked by everyone.
I like that. I'm going to start using that.
They can't handle themselves. Yeah.
But we all deal with like haters and negativity and right. How do you deal with it? I mean, that what you just said is a good way.
Actually, having a baby is so great because maybe I'm just a little retarded, or maybe making a baby, like having a baby has made me this way, but like your brain reaches its capacity like way sooner. Like you just do not have the capacity for as much stuff as you used to, because it's like you're just completely in a good way focused on like this little being's like well-being. It's like your whole heart, your whole joy. It's the best because you're like, I don't even need like I don't need validation in the ways I used to seek validation. I don't even mean like, I don't know, posting cute pictures, but it's just and I still, the comedy's still very important to me, but it's like there's more of like this is purpose. This is like true purpose and meaningful. Like all the comedy shows I've ever done, like who knows, that they might never remember you, might never like change anybody's life, but like this is just, it's I can't even explain it. I don't know. It's just the best.
Oh, you just really, my baby fever just went wild. You just,
yeah, and you got to meet him earlier. So.
I know, so adorable. That
he's
smile
really
and that
walking now.
laugh was just like the best, cutest
He probably
thing.
thinks you're a waitress. He loves waitresses.
How would he?
He just thinks every woman we see is a waitress, because when we go out to eat, it's all waitresses, and then he's just like flirting with them. So
That's so funny.
when he sees you, he's probably like, "Oh, we brought a waitress home today."
Well, I was a waitress. I mean, hasn't everyone been a waitress at some point?
In New York, you have to be, which is a hard job.
I was like, was it my outfit? I was like,
No.
is that why?
That's more of a hostess outfit.
Hostess with the mostess. Yeah. No, he
Wow.
was so sweet though.
But yeah, you're totally gonna get pregnant. Everyone's gonna get upset. Everyone's gonna be like, "I thought you were too old. Empty egg card."
I know. I haven't heard that enough, guys. Thanks. Yeah. Please keep it coming.
Oh my God, these statistics are so new to me. Please tell me what happens to me after 35. I had no idea.
Please mansplain me.
Yeah. Tools. I want to make sure I don't miss these questions that you guys are throwing in for Ms. Bold Lib. Okay, Chad's missing upper lip. Chrissie is a smoke show. Mommy milkers. That is not about Angela. Okay, but thank you.
But we love.
Let's go to the super chats. Let's see if I've missed any. Wow. See, this is not okay either. Chad's missing upper lip for 2. That forehead is wild. Are you talking about me? Chad's missing upper lip again. Even if it's a character, I hate this broad. What do you do that creates such ire?
I don't know. I mean, I had more of that. I feel like I've gotten. It's fine. I mean, I'm not for everyone. Or is anyone for everyone?
True.
I mean, that's fine. Like. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. I'm going to keep being me. It's not going to stop me from being me. But I think what's really, really cool is that I used to have a lot more like hate, especially from people on the right, being the bold lib, obviously. But what's really cool is like I've transitioned into this zone where like right now my focus is actually more on like unity and bringing people together. And that's kind of come through last week on X, like that space that I'm doing. It's been a really, really cool, beautiful thing. And it's like, I've gotten a lot of feedback and DMs from people who are like, I used to hate you, and like, or I thought I hated you, but now, you know, like after hearing you talk, like it's just, it's
they
changed
just
a lot
hated
of
themselves.
Well, I don't know, but it's nice though, because it's just created this space where like there's a great balance. It's a very balanced conversation. There's a lot of conservatives. There's like a lot of right and left in the room. And we've been able to have like cordial, like respectful conversations. And I've interviewed like a ton of people on the right. And it's just finding like trying to bridge the gap and find like more of a common ground, common sense, like space. And it's been really cool.
Who that you've interviewed has surprised you the most?
Oh my gosh.
Or like that you learned or that you liked more than you expected to?
Well, it is someone I interviewed, and also someone that I collaborated with and got to know is George Santos.
I like know the name. I just forget exactly what he's done.
Yeah. So he's
gay.
The first,
right?
yeah.
And he's a senator,
gay Republican in Congress. Yeah.
Okay.
But he just, with like different criminal charges, like was removed, and there's a lot of.
Wait,
like,
was he the guy that was bent over that got caught like getting butt fucked at the?
I don't think that was him
in the Senate room. Remember that picture?
I don't think that.
That's not him.
That was bad. I was like, that person
no,
lose their job.
No. His had to do more with like theft and like fraud and those kind of charges. And I don't know like all of the details, but what I do know is what's really cool is that George has been really I've met him now in person. Like we did a fun collab for, together, like got to meet and collaborated, and like it's one of those things where like he's a Republican, right? And I'm the bold lib, and like, but we're both open to the idea of getting together and meeting in person and having conversation over a drink. And like,
that's cool.
We had so much more in common and like hit it off, more than like you would expect if you don't give someone that
right?
chance, and get to like actually know, because people create these narratives, like guaranteed.
Oh yeah,
whoever
they know you,
whoever that thin lip person, something lip person. I forgot his name. See, I don't even know. I don't know your name, but you know who I am. So.
Oh my God, I'm going to say that. I'm going to use that. That's so good. Matt, write that down.
But like, they create a narrative, right? Like, you don't know me. Like, you don't know me. You might. So I don't know. A lot of people create narratives, and I think it's more important to do storytelling and actually get to know people. But you have to be open-minded to do that and willing to do that. And so that's just something that I'm really valuing right now and trying to promote and welcome and encourage. So it's doing these interviews with like people from like, so tomorrow's Sunday, right? Like I'm interviewing a kid on X, Justin. He has 22Q. So it's, a disability, like, so it's just all different things, like, to get to know people better and their stories. And like, I feel like there's so much that we can relate to about one another, that we don't realize. So it is a really cool thing that we're sort of bringing left and right together. And that's sort of what
really good and really important, because just people get so territorial about their position, and like I was a Democrat for many years and then switched over, but like it's to shake that loose really was something. It took a lot. So I think it's hard for people to like let go of what they think their identity is and their party, and these conversations are so important because we are more alike than we realize.
Yeah. What, if you don't mind, I'm sorry, what was the turning point for you? Like going from...
It was in 2018. Let's see, I think I voted for Jill Stein, not Hillary, but I was not, that's when I think 2018 is when I came around on Trump finally. So whatever the election before that, it was 2016 that I voted for Jill Stein. Just go ahead and throwing that vote away, lighting it on fire. It was actually when I moved from doing a show at Comedy at Stonewall, which was my show at Stonewall Inn, to doing Wet Spot, which is at Compound Media, which people know is like Anthony Cumia's network, and it's right wing, it's a free speech. Just that move alone A lot of people stopped answering my calls and DMs. It's like, oh, you're not this cool. I don't know if anyone thought I was cool. You're not this like
Definitely
gay ally anymore. Oh, and also you're not going to help me get booked at this show anymore. Now you're doing Compound, which I don't want to associate with, which I don't want to get booked at. So it's a lot of people had like no need for me anymore.
Yeah.
And it really, I didn't realize like what your political association like does to your comedy career, or does to your contacts, your community, whatever. And it was that also there was like an issue. There was a girl who came on Compound Media. I've told the story so many times, but like she kind of got like a lot of boos from the fans because she was talking about how we can't culturally appropriate Halloween costumes. And everyone was like, what? Like, shouldn't you have a sense of humor as a comedian? Like, and you sound ridiculous. And she just like had a bad showing on the network. Like she did a couple shows and like she just didn't come off well. And then I made fun of her. I did her as a character like the next day. And then that led to me like and then people were like, oh my God, how could you? And then her name was Kate. She was like, how could you make fun of me? And these fans are horrible. They're horrible people. Somebody told me I should get R-worded with a railroad spike. And I was like, where does anyone even find a railroad spike in 2018? Like that, you can't honestly think that's a real threat. Like the fans are just like joking around. Like you can't honestly, that's not an actual threat. Like a threat is like, I don't know. That's just somebody saying something dumb on Twitter. And that kind of escalated into like her just dragging my name because she was in with all the industry, like the festivals and like the bookers. And like, so she's like talking so much shit about me to all these upper level people. And I'm hearing about that. And that kind of screwed me over, that I just made an enemy of with the wrong person who had slightly better credits than me at the time. And like she talked shit to me, like about me to the whole,
oh my God,
really like comedy community. And not like it mattered or they would have done anything for me. Everything happens the way it should. Like I believe that too. And it just showed me like, oh my God, they're like, everyone sucks. Like you can't no one is your friend. Everyone's out for themselves. If you can make 5 friends in comedy, you're so lucky. And then I realized like Compound Media was my home. Those are my people. We have the same sense of humor. I had the absolute best time. The 6 years I did a show there, made like some of the best friends I have now. So ultimately it was like a misunderstanding. Like this woman got this word out about me. Oh, that I'm like this horrible person. I encourage R-word threats, you know. Really, it's like, no, I was just like making fun of you for being uptight. So that's like a really roundabout way of explaining it. Really just dumb. Like the more I think about this story, the more I'm like, wow, it was lame. And then also dating this person that a comedy club owner used to date. And then she banned me from her club really up until now, from 2011 till now. Still currently banned from the Creek in the Cave. Not like I would ever think to go there, but she knew a lot of festival people too, and people at Just for Laughs and Late Night, and like had her finger in a lot of spots. So I'm sure sandbagged me from a lot of stuff over the last few years, but it's all fine. Sandbagged.
I'm gonna start using that. Sandbagged.
I was sandbagged.
Ugh. Well, that's I mean,
not just like, and I hate coming off like I'm complaining, because I don't think you should ever complain about how hard showbiz is or any industry, because it's like nobody's forcing you to do this. You can get out at any point and find an easier job to do.
I also think it's really important to speak up and call that stuff out, though, because otherwise it keeps going on. So when you do draw attention to it, like same with like TV and film stuff that's like wrong, like if you're complacent and you allow it, it continues and people get away with stuff that they shouldn't, you know? So
I don't know what I would have said at the time.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying the situations are the same. I feel like I'm sure you did what you felt like you needed to do.
Yeah.
And it sounds like your move was like the right move
those
for you.
roadblocks actually helped me. Like what I had to do to work around those roadblocks like made me who I am today and brought me to the place I am with the people that are around me now, which is all meant to be, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think any like challenges like that, like I always try to, and that's like a big thing for me is like,
the fridge is open.
Oh, someone's in the fridge.
It's dinging.
Yeah, is I think that any like challenges things. Is there a...
Sorry, I just don't want
Is
the
there a
White Claws
ghost?
to get warm.
It's okay. It's under control.
It all comes back to the White Claw. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I think all of those like challenges and things like that like is really, you know, the more it does. It's very character.
Like, let's say I had gotten that herpes commercial I went out for back in 2010, you know, and maybe I'd be a commercial actor now and not doing this.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know, I like to do the whole like embracing challenges and like, you know, it makes us like stronger and builds resilience and builds character and like all these skills.
You seem so unbothered by haters and negative comments.
Oh, it's crazy because that I think New York has really, that's coming back to New York, I think has really prepared me for that. So it's interesting because I am naturally like a pretty sensitive person. Like that's something that my family always used to criticize me about, was like being too sensitive, which is
because you're a therapist. It's just because you
Right.
have your strengths
Yeah.
are always your weaknesses.
Yeah.
It's like the other side of that coin. Like you have the capacity to feel, to empathize, to care, which requires sensitivity. So on the other side of that, it's like, yeah, you're going to be too sensitive in the other direction.
Yeah. Yeah. And also I think being in the TV and film industry is another one that's like really, you know, you deal with rejection and like all of that, like your physical appearance and like all of that is constantly on display. So I think I've really developed like a way of, you know, I've gotten more thick skinned and like tougher about it. But it's, yeah, I mean, I have my days. I think we all do. But, you know, there's a lot of things that you realize, like these people don't know you. And like, usually when they're trying to bring you down, you're doing something right. Or, you know, there's a lot of those kind of things. And like, so, I mean, at the end of the day, too, these people, yeah, they don't know you. There's also a lot of people do it for out of, you know, reasons that are more a problem with them than it is you. Like they have their own insecurities or they're jealous or they're competitive, right? Like if your friend was dealing with it, that's probably what you would tell them. Like if you were seeing them go through this, like that's probably what you would say. Cause
That's true.
you know, like,
Yeah, it's projection or it's like sort of sophomore pigtail pulling. Like, oh, I just want to get your attention.
It's also the anonymity, of course.
See, Matt knows.
right, exactly. Keyboard warriors, right? Like, and none of them have their pictures up. Like, you don't know what they
No.
look.
Or if they do, it's the same old guy with like the sunglasses on and like the raggedy.
Yeah,
facial.
never a full body shot.
Yep, exactly.
I want to see full body shots, people. I want to know who I'm talking to.
Yeah. So, and I don't know, I feel like as a woman too, like we deal with like, it's like everything about us is on display and criticized, right? It's like, I don't know. So
Yeah.
it gets old. Like if I hear one more forehead joke, I swear, you know, like
Unless
I'm
it's
like,
one you
and
haven't heard.
it doesn't bother me. I embrace it. I'm like, cool. I like my forehead. Like
You had to
and-
do you stand in for different famous foreheads, I'm sure. Stand in work.
There are a lot of beautiful people that are famous with big foreheads.
Like,
Am I right?
Brad Pitt's got a big forehead.
I mean, if you just look around, look at all like a lot
true.
of popular people right now.
A lot of celebrities just have big heads in general. Big old light bulb heads. It's a thing. That's a thing. Like because this guy I know from Combat Media kind of has a big head. He used to do news, and like that's a thing. Like the big news head. Like it looks good on camera. Somebody has to know what I'm talking about. Like there's this thing where
I do,
people
but I wasn't sure how real
a
it
big
was.
old news head. It's not called that. It's called
A big old news
I don't
head.
think they look for big noggins.
Big,
Maybe-
beautiful-
It works out that way.
Big beautiful news head.
Because you don't want a little pea head giving you the news. You trust a bigger head.
Well, you know, there's history about big foreheads too. Like it's been a while since I looked this up, but you can look it up.
Forehead
but there was
lore?
like back in the day, people used to shave their hair to have a bigger.
What?
Yeah, that's a thing. I know. I really need to
Like
study
shave
this.
it back?
Shave it back
You
so
should,
that
because you
therefore.
could come back with
Well,
that
I
when the
shouldn't,
haters.
'cause
No, you don't. You're fine. It's perfect.
Oh, my other.
Imagine if you did. You're like, I'm leaning into it.
Yeah, I'm leaning in. No, but my other thing is that when people post these things at me about they always make my forehead bigger. I'm like, well, if it's so big, then why do you have to make it bigger?
Right.
For your memes and
Exactly.
things. Why would you make
People
it
do
bigger
that
if
to
it's
me,
already
too.
So big.
Sadly, there is no direct evidence to to say that people
Stop
used to
it.
shave their heads
They're-
to make
what?
their forehead bigger.
That's a lie.
Wait, come on. We're gonna dive a little deeper into
I
it.
I'll
totally-
do a deep dive and get back to you next
Yeah,
week.
I totally saw I found a whole thing about it. It's been a minute, but I did.
Yeah, it used to mean
We'll
you're
revisit.
well off.
We'll
We'll do a
revisit
segment on
this.
it next
Yeah,
time.
please.
People used to
A
make their
forehead
forehead
segment.
I'm
We'll call
gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send you the info. I
We'll call it foresight or something. Do you, as part of why you're moving out of New York City because of Zoran Mamdani?
Zoran.
Yeah, the Mask of Zoran.
New York is so excited about him.
Why? Because they're retarded and they're
Because
young.
he's making a lot of promises that sound good to a lot of people. I'm skeptical that like any of it is actually gonna like work. And I don't know. Like to me, he sounds like, and I keep telling people the comparison. He reminds me of people running for class president who are like pizza every day
And there's gonna be chocolate
whatever you
milk in the
want, it's all gonna
fountain.
happen. I mean, you know, I don't know. I don't know how realistic any of this is. And I know for like real estate and like that whole world of like living in, I don't know.
He's anti-capitalist. He wants bread lines and a bunch of commie shit and government run stores and free everything. I just feel like the older you get, the more you see through this shit quicker and quicker.
Yeah. So I think people are excited about the things that he's saying and promising. I just
Free
don't.
stuff. The youth gets excited about that because they don't know any better. Mm-hmm. And like New York City, I feel like at this point, it's like a lot of students.
And my big thing right now, as I've been saying, is like mental health and like homelessness. And like those things are the things that like I'm really safety and like, you know, and he's like defund the police and
To send someone like you out to deal with
correct. That's another
street
thing, right?
lunatics.
Like I get, you know, I get people's like caution with like law enforcement and I don't know, like people being skeptical. Like obviously a lot of the clients that I'm working with feel like they're harassed by police and stuff like that, or they've had very bad encounters.
And then you
trauma.
say, we'll just stop looting the targets and they won't be following you around. I would be a great therapist. I'm going to take your job,
Well,
Angela.
maybe not for my population. I think you could be a great therapist, but
I'll stick to the whites, I suppose.
yeah, like I'm more concerned about like those things. And I don't know that like, yeah, I wouldn't want to be like, I get the wanting mental health to be a component of talking with homeless and mentally ill people, but I wouldn't feel safe like trying to, yeah.
Once you bring in like, if someone has a violent element to them, like, sorry, the therapist need to go out the window and the cops need to be in charge of that.
Yeah, it's a very tricky situation. I feel like the best thing is you need like a law enforcement and a mental, you know, like I don't know how that all happens. Like that's not necessarily my area.
Like have them being arrested and you're in the back like, so how does this make you feel?
Because also when someone's in that sort of like you know zone of like survival and like, you know, they're not in a state where you can necessarily reason with them or have like a, you know, because there's so it's hard when they're in that state. You can't have just like a normal conversation.
No, it's like with a pit bull.
So it's a danger. You kind of have to like get them stable and like under control till you can actually sort of like, you know, access the part where they can have calm
There are
down.
quite a few
Yeah.
police body cam videos now since that genre exploded. Since they started recording all that, where it's like a lot of people who are on drugs or something. Like I saw one where there was this guy who he was on this like drug that like temporarily gives you like almost superhuman strength.
Ooh, what is it? I'll get it for the studio.
I think it was I can't remember the name off the top. I'll look it up really quick.
Adderall?
No.
Ooh, imagine that.
It was synthetic weed. I forget the.
Synthetic weed? CBD?
It was a lot more popular.
Bath
in
salts, the
2000s.
chat is saying.
Well, I'm sure
That's a
true.
Florida thing. There's those stories out of, well, yeah.
Spice. That's what Spice or.
Oh.
That doesn't even sound real. Wasn't that in Dune?
I don't know, but
Pudding pop.
It was just crazy because they had at least like 4 cops like just trying to pin this guy to the ground because he was so strong.
Cool.
I could have
But
done that.
yeah,
Yeah,
send
I
you
could've
in,
done
Angela.
that,
You'll
yeah.
deal with that.
Yeah.
Yikes. I think they need to do away with all lady cops or make sure the lady cops are only dealing with lady issues, lady crimes, or midget crimes. Get them out of the men folk. But I've been saying that for years. Yes, the super chats. What are they saying? What are the people saying? Are we up to date? Sam. Oh, what's up, Sam? Sam for 2. Is Angela starting another band in Florida?
Aww.
Bass Girl.
Bass.
I'm like, yes, there's fishing there. I'm sure she'll be
Band,
fishing. I'm sure she'll be fishing.
Chrissie, were you in a band? No.
No, I actually did play the alto sax for many years.
Ooh, that's awesome. I love that. That's very cool. So I love that question. So I was in a band called SMB Project back in the day in Orlando. So
Named after the microphone?
SMB, is that a microphone?
Yeah, I think
I didn't
these
know
are
that.
Shure SM7Bs or something.
So that's going to be a no since I didn't know that was what that was. No, it wasn't. No, it was we like to keep the SMB a mystery.
Okay.
But it was kind of fun because people came up with their own ideas of what it was, like
Small,
suck
mushy
my
body.
balls. And
Yeah.
Mama, see, you have your own. Everyone came up with like, squeeze more boobies, like whatever, all kinds of like fun things. But we did the band from like 2005 to 2013 or something, sort of like an alternative rock situation. And then moving to New York, I have not picked up my bass at all.
Wow. It's just been hanging on your wall.
Exactly. So yeah, I definitely think it could be a resurgence of some band stuff because Orlando is where we played and like my bandmates are down there, except for our drummer. But I also want to learn how to play drums. That's like,
I could see that for you.
I think that I should have been a drummer. Like, it makes bass and drums, like, because I was a dancer, I feel like I have really good rhythm. So I was, good at bass for like that reason. But I also I feel drumming in me.
You have anger that you have to unleash from all the therapy with all these.
It would be also a great outlet.
Urban youth has been stressing you out.
There's just a lot. Life is right. Just a lot of stress.
So how many years were you? When did you move out of Florida again? Was it
2013? Yeah. So I've been here
wow.
12 years.
Yeah, that's long enough.
Yeah.
You did the thing. You did all of the New York stuff.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do like one last pizza, one last?
I know. I
nail?
made this like NYC bucket list, and I've done none of the things. Like, and now I'm
You're
running
like, do I
out of
really need to
time.
go to the wax museum?
Right,
Do
all
I
the
really-
touristy things that I never did, like Empire State Building, and I don't know. So, there's some things I think that are nostalgic that are important to me. But I'm also actually trying to possibly come back in the summers for like a month or two.
Okay.
So it's not like I'm done with New York. I'm leaving that option open. So
That's good.
I'll definitely see you when I come.
Okay.
Yeah, anytime I'm here.
Mikey Harlow's in Orlando. Ashton's in Orlando. Who else is good in Orlando? The chat will tell us.
I'm excited to
The
connect.
Geeks and Gamers are in Orlando.
I feel like there are a lot of people in Florida, so I'm excited to connect with.
Good peeps. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. What did the other super chats say? I ignored them.
You might want to read them in your head first.
Okay. Okay. Push-ups for 2. She made the right moves. Now she's friends with me. Ooh. Lando Griffin for 2. Why do you support the Chomo in the WHD girl?
I don't
know what that means. What's a Chomo?
I believe that
I
is
don't-
slang for child molester.
Oh.
Who's a
I think
child
it's like a
molester?
prison term.
I'm so not even down with that kind of. I'm not down with what's up.
I'm all down. What's up? I don't know. I don't know what that meant.
Sorry about that. Can't help you. I sometimes these super chats, I feel like they're meant for another show. Like they're so out of left field that I'm just like, what?
That's funny.
I had other questions. I feel like the claw is clouding my mind.
The one claw.
Oh my gosh, you're not just moving to Florida with no ideas and nothing to do. You'll be starting a new podcast.
I know. I'm so excited. Yeah, it's pretty surreal because it's something that I've been talking about for a long time, like wanting to do, like putting it out there and like toying with the idea. But it's actually happening. So it's really cool. Like, and I feel like it's another example of like, I don't know, I feel like it's inspiring for people to hear. I was going to say that earlier. Like, I think it's important to tell these things because you were saying about complaining. And I'm like, I think you never know like when someone can relate to something. So I do think it's so important to like share experiences because like other people can relate to that and like it could help them.
Okay.
That's a side note. But yeah, I think the timing was really cool because like, as you mentioned, I've had this full-time job. And I've been like working on social media and doing all, you know, content creation, all that just sort of on the side, like, and just I've been doing that for like years.
You've been doing for just on the side. You've been doing great. So I can't imagine how you're gonna just explode when you're dedicating your full time to it.
Thanks. I'm so excited to actually have the time to devote to it and like really be focused on that because it is difficult to, as you know from experience, difficult to juggle those things.
Right. And once you get pregnant, wow, you just will
Which
have
you
even
said
less
is going to
time.
it's going to take over as the purpose.
Really though,
Yeah.
first trimester, second trimester, no big deal. Third is when you're like, I can't breathe and I can't fit through doors and I'm slow and easier to catch. So you'll have some time.
But yeah, so the timing of everything is perfect because I've been doing last week on X, right? Like I've been obviously, you know, very focused on X and doing these spaces and just kind of building and, you know, seeing whenever and talking about a podcast and such. And this amazing new media group, network access group, was listening in on spaces and like the timing just came together perfectly where they're also doing this thing that's very on brand with what I'm doing, where we're trying to bring people together and kind of do this more like objective, like not pushing agendas, like diverse conversation kind of focus to bring. And so they're actually, because of them, like I'm going to be a content creator working with the team doing this podcast.
Cool.
So it's made it like a possibility for me to really focus on this full time. And I'm going to be doing my podcast for their Rumble channel for
I forgot
network access.
you
group.
were a liberal and then you said diverse. And I was like, oh, right. There it is.
Yes. Diverse, broad perspectives and viewpoints.
No
diverse.
thanks.
Yeah, diverse.
Oh, Erica, thank you for the orange boy. Belcamino, do you notice a correlation between mental health and faith? Ooh.
I don't know how to interpret that exactly.
Like if people
like, because you know, like what kind of correlation? Because
like if you if you're
I've
strong
noticed
in
that
your
it helps
faith, it
people.
can help pull you out
Yeah.
of mental health issues.
I think to a degree, for sure. I think for some of my clients, their religion and their beliefs and like God definitely helps them. Like it keeps a lot of them going. It's a very big value that brings them, yeah, definitely an improved like mood, mental health, like all of that. So in that sense, yes, I do think there are, you know, some mental illnesses and stuff that require medication, like that, you know, your faith alone isn't gonna do it, in my personal opinion. But I definitely think for the most part, yes, people's like faith, spirituality, whatever that is definitely something that like helps them in general in life and like guides them and like also for like responsible decision making, like all of that. I think for a lot of my clients, I've seen it make a very positive difference.
Definitely. Like if you know God is watching, you're not going to
definitely for Jamal
that target.
definitely for Jamal.
Jamal, what would Jamal do? Okay, let's go back to the super chats. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, I got everything. I am up to date. Wow, we plugged the new pod. Let me make sure. Oh my gosh, right. So we've been talking about your baby fever.
Yeah.
And people go, Angela, I can't believe you are not nailed down yet, but you have a lot of potential suitors in and out of the DMs, responding to your tweets. One of them is the very famous Scott Pressler. How did this happen? He has volunteered himself to impregnate you.
I know. Scott is awesome. I've so enjoyed, and it seems like there's a lot of fanfare related to Scott and I's relationship and interaction. That
Wait,
has
when was
been
your
so much
birthday?
fun. In April.
Oh God.
Yeah, it's been a minute. April 23rd. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna put it in my calendar.
Oh, yeah. I don't know when yours is either.
Okay.
When is yours? Well,
November 11th.
okay. I like the number. I'll probably remember 11. 11.
11/11.
Okay. That's pretty easy to remember.
Okay.
I was like, I thought you opened another White Claw. I was like,
I wanted to.
I was like, where did you get that? Did it roll out from the fridge?
I had this back here.
Is that what the beeping was?
In my pocket. No,
You're
this
like,
one's not even finished, but I'm just like, I had to cut myself off in case the bean wants to feed later. He's biting more now though, so I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
ouch. Speaking of baby fever,
I mean, also, it's not probably. He's 15 months old. I mean, like, I got to my goal. I just don't know how to be like, well, you sure you want to keep doing that? I don't know. I don't know how to have that conversation.
yeah,
I'll figure it out.
I know. I'm like, when do you think the cutoff is? Like, when is the moment?
My goal was a year. Well, my goal was 6 months, and then it was a year.
That's great though.
So
you did it.
I was yeah. He has not had one drop of formula.
Wow.
I feel good about
Good
that.
for you.
Really proud of that.
That's awesome.
So when you and Scott Pressler have your baby,
Yes, I'll aspire to that as well. We'll see how long. Yeah, I can make it. But
for how long has he been responding to your?
it's been a while. I don't know. Yeah, I don't remember exactly. Definitely since Christmas. There was a Merry Christmas one. I remember. And so it's been a minute, but it's been super fun. And we're trying to plan a meetup. So
Oh, that'd be great. Where's he based?
I can't remember right now. But he's kind
Obviously, he lives in a state with good water because his hair looks great.
Yeah, he does have great hair, but he's kind of all over right now doing
That's
his
true.
thing.
He spends a lot of time in Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it says Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, he's potentially going to be in New York, and I don't know. So I'm hoping that it'll be a really cool. Yeah.
Yay. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Anybody else? God, I want to. You probably can't say, but I want to be like, who's the most, you don't have to say like who's volunteered themselves sexually to you,
Oh,
but
God.
like most famous people to pop into your DMs that you can think of.
I can't really think of anyone famous right now that's popped into my DMs, to be honest. I don't know why I'm blanking on this, but I don't know that like a lot of famous people
I guess George
have.
Santos, he's famous.
Yeah, like I have some cool people like, that'll like repost me or like comment or like something or like follow me, but I don't know that anyone's actually popped into my DMs so much. But it's been cool, like Mark Hamill and people like that, like he's like commented or like follows me, like stuff like that.
Mark
like
Hamill,
that's pretty
do you
wild.
ever write back like, ugh, what happened to you, buddy?
No, I love him.
Ugh, even
He's
the current Mark Hamill?
Yeah, I think he's
The
awesome.
blue milk drinking Mark Hamill. Okay.
Some people are asking if Elon was interested.
Yes.
I know. I want
You
to
could
keep
be part of the fleet of baby moms.
Yeah, that has not been like anything that's been happening. But I don't know. There's all the talk about like Elon and I having a prior relationship, but now it's it was fun for a while. I don't know now if it's as funny as it was,
Because he's moving away from. I think he's started to unfollow a lot of people. He's kind of soured on MAGA.
Yeah. I mean, he has been like commenting and reposting some of my stuff. So I guess.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, that
has been a recent sort of development.
Wow. Okay, so he is interested. He's about to send you that deal.
I don't know. I don't know that that's what.
Maybe you have the deal and you can't talk about it already. Oh my God! Right, because you can't say anything for 20 years. What did Ashley get? She got a great apartment, security, a Tesla. It was a sweet deal. I don't know why she couldn't keep her mouth shut. It was a pretty damn good deal.
It's like a rich person's care package.
Yeah. It's just I don't know why Elon didn't go like maybe this person who is an influencer and wants to be a super famous scene stir is maybe not the best pick for my super secret fleet of baby moms.
Yeah, it seems to go sour real fast, you know?
Pick somebody who is not on social. Elon, if you're watching this and you're like, how do I get more baby moms? Do not pick public figures. Like, what are you thinking? You got to pick like mild-mannered, mousy people with no following who are not going to be like, oh, I want to be on your arm at the White House. No, you got to pick someone from Minnesota who has nothing going on. I mean, all right, fine. Minnesota's full of Somalians, but it's someone from Iowa. I don't know. I don't know if that's good advice or not. Robin Hoodman for 5. Angela, I've always been told to stay away from women with with 2 A's in their name. Why are you so amazing? Keep staying bold. Ooh.
That's so nice. I've seen that. Have you seen that? The
No.
whole, like, yeah, there's like memes and stuff on social media. Obviously, people send it to me a lot. That all like women with double A's in their names are crisy.
Anastasia, Anna,
Amanda, Angela. Yeah, there's actually a
Ariana.
lot. Right. There's Alexa.
Ariadna.
Hopefully I didn't turn her on right now.
That's like the woman
I've
equality.
never been into Alexa. In fact, when like something comes up on my phone where it's like the little swooshing sphere, I'm like, shut up, get it off. I don't want anything talking to me. I don't want anything listening to me. I don't even want to use AI.
But it's listening anyway. Like your phone's listening.
Don't tell anybody.
Shh.
Don't make me turn you
Yeah.
off while I
All
sleep.
the things are listening, I'm pretty sure.
I don't like that.
I don't know a lot
We are
about
talking
that.
in a microphone, so
Well,
Other than this,
hopefully the microphone
nobody's
is listening.
watching this podcast. It's fine.
Oh, not true. Everyone is watching. What better thing could anyone have to do on a Saturday night?
Yeah, it's Saturday. I hope everybody's home with like a cold White Claw, kicking back.
Preferably blackberry. Maybe we're gonna
Blackberry?
get a White Claw sponsorship going on.
We've talked about it. I
But-
should submit myself.
Yeah,
I should be like, White Claw gives you wings.
that's right. That's the slogan.
Or
right?
I will think of a slogan that.
Oh no, that's wait. what is
that's
that?
Red Bull.
Oh yeah,
I was like, wait, that is the slogan,
White
but not
Claw
for White
gives
Claw.
you claws. Maybe it'll be a
White
commercial
Claw.
with me fighting off a homeless man in New York
White
City.
Claw makes you swim.
Yeah,
Surf the wave. White
yeah,
Claw.
ride the wave. White
Of life.
Claw.
We've already given away too much for free.
Yeah,
That's true. Oh, sorry.
if any of the White Claw reps
I'm trying
are
to play
listening,
footsies with you. 'Cause
I never know where to put my feet because they don't touch the floor.
mine
Yours don't
mine
either.
Don't touch the floor either. No.
No, because we are having a short girl summer. Okay, let's see. We talked about Zoran, how much he sucks, your baby fever. Baby fever.
We could do your a quick one on your
Oh,
copycat situation.
Henry Sisson.
Oh.
Henry. I'm turning into my mom.
No more half a White Claws for you.
Harry Sisson is copying your social media style. He's copying your posts.
Can you believe it? How dare he?
And you know him.
Well, no is a strong word.
You're familiar with him.
I am. I've met him, and he was very, very sweet.
Where did he come from? Why do people care about him? Why is he a thing? Was he at a school shooting? Like what?
No,
What?
he's very well known as a
Why?
on the left, and
don't get it.
he's very like vocal and yeah, on the left. So, but does this look familiar to you, Chrissie?
I believe it does. I am a straight, debatable 22-year-old liberal man going out and having fun on a Friday night. MAGA absolutely hates this. First of all, such a cheap imitation of what you do.
This just seems. I feel like this might
Gay.
be rage bait because like he's alone and also where is he?
But that's
What?
what.
In front of a swamp? Where? Yeah.
No, that is a bus stop. Like,
Oh.
on the right is a bus stop. One of the I don't know, a bus stop.
I'm
Other
alone
than
waiting
that,
for
I'm
a
not
bus.
sure.
There's no one
MAGA
else in
hates
this
this.
photo.
Right, but a lot of my photos were the same, and that's what people would say. Like,
How about a picture of
right.
him actually out? Like out at a bar or out somewhere fun.
Right, which some of mine were, but MAGA absolutely hates us. Come on.
Stupid.
No,
He should say the right hates this.
Well, that would be exactly what I said.
So he's like, let me change it
Let me
slightly.
change one word, and yeah, I mean,
First of all, no one believes he's straight. Oh my God, he's your age, Matt. Do you understand
what do
him,
you
Harry?
think about this, Matt?
I think this is probably like rage bait / a joke, because also like why would MAGA hate people going outside?
Stay in. Right.
Well,
yeah.
It's a bit of a confusing post. I'm not sure what to make of it. I just scroll past it and be like, oh, okay.
Well, my whole point is that this is the whole thing that I started. This was my content, and he is
It's a very
plagiarizing.
He's stealing it and making it worse.
Well,
How did you meet Harry J. Sisson?
you called him Harry J. Sisson. I mean, I know that's his handle, but so fun story. Yeah, so I actually it was fun. I got invited by Ashley St. Clair to have a little Cybertruck date fun, not just me, but she basically had a Cybertruck day and was like, oh, let's film some content. And people have seen the picture. Oh, I don't know, this is many months ago now, but yeah, so she invited me to like come along, and we filmed some fun stuff where it was like,
Wait, this was after her like post Valentine's Day Elon meltdown?
it was before,
Oh,
way
before.
before,
Okay.
like way before anyone knew she was pregnant.
Okay.
I mean, some people said it like when we were posting the content on that exact day, but I had
wow.
no idea at the time. So it was just, yeah, let's like film this content, and like we're riding around in a Cybertruck and liberals like jump in, you know, like, I don't know, sort of like a carpool karaoke, or like, look at
A
these
liberal cash cab.
yeah, exactly. Riding around New York City in a Cybertruck.
Except if it's cash cab, it's other people's money
I love
because you're into
that show.
socialism.
I love that show.
It is a great show.
Yeah, I used to watch it too. I don't know who doesn't like Cash Cab, but
What's not to like?
A lot of
yeah.
people don't know that the guy who did it is a comedian. And
Oh
has-
yeah, Ben Bailey. Of
Yeah.
course, he tours all over.
I think it was just at first, like, because he uploaded his full YouTube or his full stand up to YouTube, and it was like, wait a minute. Like, this
Yeah.
guy-
Well, what is this? Okay, so you're in a car
Yeah.
with Ashley. and-
yeah. So then she said, "Oh, Harry's gonna come." So he also came and like did a whole, you know, thing. So that's when I met him.
what's he like? Does
He
he,
was very
seem this
sweet.
smug and bratty
He
in
didn't
person?
say much. No, I mean, he didn't say much. He was very sweet to me. Like that. I mean, it was pretty short lived. So a lot has happened since then. But we, you know, filmed the content. We took a picture together, and it hasn't aged very well.
Has this thing come out that you guys did?
No, there's
Wow.
not really, like, other than like photos. Yeah, no videos that I'm aware of the stuff that we filmed.
man.
So I don't know, but it was fun. It was a fun time, and he was very nice. I have nothing bad to say other than
Boo! I want something bad.
I know.
All right.
I mean, people probably have a lot of bad things to say about him at the moment. I don't have any personal things other than him stealing my material.
Yeah, this is unbelievable.
You should know about that. Do people ever steal your material?
Yeah, it has
I would
happened.
imagine
It
so.
has
You're so funny.
happened. I mean, who knows, right? There might be other instances I'm not aware of, but yeah, there was one, and I think it was an accident because I used to open for the guy, and we talked about this very joke, like in a restaurant, in the
No.
car, and also like during, like before and after, and he actually helped me like write a tag, but the joke was a conversation I had with this guy, and then thank God it was on my album, but he also had it on his friggin' Netflix special. So I was like, buddy, I was like, this is on my album, which came out sooner than your other thing, and
Oh my gosh.
he came onto my podcast and we talked about it, and it was what are you gonna do? You know,
What did he say?
it wasn't
like, on your podcast about it.
He was like self-deprecating about it. He's like, "Oh, sorry, I stole your bit or something." But it's all good. I wasn't like trying to be like, "Gotcha, you suck." You know, he's a very prolific joke writer and comedian, and I respect him, and he's got a great career. So
I guess sometimes that could accidentally happen. I don't know but like for people with bad memories.
yeah, and it
like
was
they
years
somehow
ago.
think
It
that,
was
like,
like
they came up with the joke. You
it
know,
was
like
years ago when
forgot
I
it.
had opened for him. So, yeah, it was Mark Normand. I've talked about it before. He's a very cool guy. But who knows? It's probably. I've seen people straight up steal tweets that are doing well too. There's probably there's more
a
of
lot
that.
of that going on. I mean, there's people like who are making money off of, you know, like taking my video and posting it and then just like, what do you think? You know, like a one, like
right. They won't even retweet. They'll screen
they were
record.
making more money off of my content than I was making. Like, so
Friggin' dirty Indians. They're taking all our shit.
So much of that going on these platforms. Yeah. So it's, yeah.
That's how it is.
It's just one of those things.
That's it. You know, but it's better than working at a bank.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
Since I would, and I don't want to forget to ask, so I'm like, oh, it just popped into my head. Since I'm starting a podcast, I would love to know, how long have you been doing your podcasts? And I'm just curious, like any like tips or advice?
Ooh, I started in 2020, which is when I started my YouTube channel. And I think I was just doing maybe once a week. And then when the pandemic hit, I was like, oh, I want to do multiple times a week, like as many as I could, maybe 4 or 5 days a week. So that was cool. And then like this, with this in-person set has only been like, I don't know, the last 6 months or so. It's like newer. But advice, I mean, there are times when it feels like a job. And then there are but you have to just focus on like what brings you joy and like what, like for example, I'm talking to Abby Roth on, I think it's Monday or Tuesday. She's Ben Shapiro's sister. People love her for her boobs, but I love her because she started this account called like First Generation Stay at Home Mom, and I'm very interested in talking to her about mom stuff. So I'm excited about that. And I want to do more interviews like that, like more mom stuff. And since I've decided to like make my son an unvaccinated weirdo, learning more, like talking about more people like in that field. I should have Peter McCullough back on. He's a cool dude. God, advice. Just as far as like what goes, like anything or like a set
no, not about like equipment and like that's no, I mean, okay, it's important, but like no, I just meant in general, like I don't know, just anything that stands out. You have
to just kind of like, you'll figure it out by going through it. You'll figure it out like, oh, do I like a one-on-one better? Do I like a panel show? Do I like I mean, you already have a big platform, you already have a lot of people that are going to tune in, but like, yeah, keep collaborating, keep going on other people's shows. And you're placed really well for this because you're already interested in this, like you want to hear from both sides, and people like love and hate you, which is so they will be tuning in. Yeah, I would say like you're in really good shape. Maybe I would say I've had some of the most interesting conversations with people people would say like, oh, you should have never had this person on your show. Or like, oh, don't ever talk to Milo, or don't ever talk to Laura Loomer, or like, no, this person's controversial. So I would say have all those people on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Nick Fuentes, I don't know, not like he would ever, or who knows, but like I would say like bring it on, like talk to people that other people might be scared to.
Yeah, no, I love that. I also I do kind of love a challenge, and I don't like shy away from like, I don't know, confrontation. Even in like therapy, I think it's important to like, but that's been a cool thing even about like the spaces, like the interviews we've been doing on like last week on X is like I interviewed like J6ers, and people were like, you know, on the left, like, oh, how could you, like, so I got a lot of like pushback and hate for that, but I thought it was really interesting. And I actually did like learn a lot about them and their stories than what I would have assumed or thought about that day, and like what it, you know.
Which is important because the left has done so much damage on just, nope, this is what happened. It was violent. People were attacked. Police officers were attacked. Like, and a lot of people are going to really believe that. Yeah. Probably some people forever. And who knows how the textbooks are going to explain it, you know?
Yeah.
So we need as many people out there telling the truth and hearing firsthand accounts from people who were there. Yeah,
it's definitely been interesting to hear like that their side of it. Like, yeah, you know, and not every everybody is the same. Like not everyone's situation and what happened that day was the same. So I think that was an important perspective to have, right? I think people can kind of get lumped in all to one category, and it's like, no, every individual, like their experience that day was different, and they should be treated differently. And
also cleavage. That's my advice for anyone starting a podcast.
well, I'm failing on that front today. Yeah, I'm doing the opposite of, all right. I'll take the note for today.
Men, women,
but
whatever you got, push them together.
But I love that though. Also, the first thing that you said, because I do think that when you're talking about material and things that like you're really passionate about, you like light up. Like you can tell, right? Genuinely, like when someone is passionate about something. So I feel like, you know, that comes across. Like it's very when you're excited. And yeah, obviously when you live in that world, it feels less like work and less like a job because,
And also the more you do, like if you're doing it 5 days a week, okay, you might only be really excited about 3 or 2 that are happening that week. But it's like, even going into an interview, you're like, I don't know if I'm excited about this person. Like and you already have all the tools because you're a therapist. You can be present. You are a good listener. So you'll be fine.
Thank you.
No,
I mean, like obviously you were the most excited about this interview. But
oh yeah, absolutely.
No, we always have a good time together.
We do. Oh my god,
it's so like natural.
We met up. It was winter still. It was so freaking cold.
Yeah,
and
it was really good.
It was good. What was that? Was it?
Oh, now I can't. Why can't I
restaurant
remember where we
Something
went?
Sam.
Oh my gosh, I picked it too, right? And now I can't remember.
The Smith.
Oh, the Smith. Yes. Yeah.
That was really cool.
It was really good.
Good food.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
We had
mocktails, right?
We had mocktails. I was doing dry January.
Oh, wow. It was January.
That's how, I didn't even put that together.
That long. Wow.
Yeah, January. And we had, do you remember what we had?
What we ordered?
We had sticky toffee pudding. Remember?
The sticky toffee pudding. Oh my god! Because the waiter was highly recommended it, and I was like, I had to go find him and be like, you were right about the sticky toffee pudding. It was good.
It was so good. And like I'm not normally like an order dessert person, but he really sold the hell out of that.
He did. He was like excited about it.
He was right. It was so good.
All right, maybe I'll have to come to the city. We'll do one more sticky toffee pudding.
I would love
go.
that. Please, I would love that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. It was really good. I haven't been back to that place since you.
Yeah.
I can't go back unless it's with you.
We have to. Okay. All right. That sounds good. Oh my God, you're looking it up.
God.
I didn't know what this was.
Yes.
So for everyone in the audience.
This looks like nothing. This looks like really
but
like
it's
blah.
misleading. It had ice cream.
It did have ice cream.
Yeah, it had ice cream.
Why would you do this without ice cream? I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely better with ice cream.
Oh, whatever that toffee is. That the toffee topping?
It looks like whipped cream.
No, I mean the sticky stuff.
Yeah, that's the toffee.
Right, it's in the name.
Yeah, it's
like is that caramel?
Or yeah.
Ugh.
It was.
Now
really
I really
good.
want dessert. Damn it.
That was really, really good and really fun. Yeah, it was very cold. I remember.
I was fully bundled. I'm so excited for your new podcast. I'm excited for Florida, Angela. You're going to be so tan.
I used to be tan, and then this is what New York did to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which was better for my skin, I guess, in the long run. But
no, it's going to be better. Don't believe all this crap you hear. That's like big suntan.
Sunscreen.
It's big sunblock. A big sunblock is trying to give you cancer. Get your head and face out in the sun. Don't put sunblock on. Wear a hat and shirt if you really don't want it on you. But like, get out there. Get burnt. Get in the sun, people. That's my advice.
I'm not taking that.
Don't listen to big sunblock, man.
I'm going to be like the Debbie Downer of the situation. I will say I'm big on sunscreen because I actually did have a basal cell skin cancer on my face.
What?
Here. Yeah, so I went through a whole thing. Like,
you can't even tell.
Thank you. I did radiation for like a month. This is several years ago now, but it was a very scary experience because they wanted to cut it out of my face.
They didn't?
Well,
how else can they get it?
Radiation. So that's what I ended up doing instead. So I'm a big like person who likes to talk about it because They
Oh my
they were
God.
trying to push me to cut into my face, and I didn't have to. But
And you'd
they
have
were telling
a
me,
gnarly scar.
yeah, that they can't tell you what your face is gonna look like because they don't know until they get in there, like how big or deep or whatever it is.
Oh my goodness.
So they're just like, yeah, we need to remove
What was it?
and-
Just like a birthmark or something?
It was the smallest scab. Like it was a tiny scab right like near my eye. And it just wouldn't fully go away. Like
Wow.
it would keep coming back. And I thought it was weird. So, and I am a dermatologist, like I go regularly. And so at the time, the dermatologist I was going to, I was telling her and she was like, oh yeah, no, it's just like a broken capillary. I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, all right, whatever, I'll biopsy it. Sure
Wow.
enough, basal cell.
You were smarter than her.
She tried to discourage me, and then sure enough,
You
then
should
they
have
wanted
her
me
job.
to cut it out of my face, and they were telling me there were no other options. And guys, get a second opinion about anything like this. Get a second opinion, because I did, and then ended up getting radiation. It was the best thing because now you can't tell.
So you have to put your head in a radiation machine and they just zap it? How does that go?
It was a whole process. It was not fun. But I'm very thankful for it, and I had a great team. Like NYU Langone is amazing. But I had this mask. It's a whole experience. They have to make this mask to fit your face. It's very claustrophobic, and I am a claustrophobic person.
Do you feel like Hannibal Lecter?
Yeah, I still have the mask too. Like I have it at
yes,
home. So
you
maybe
should've
I'll.
brought it.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know this was going to come up today. I don't know if it would have fit in my tote bag, but it's really big. But okay, so not only do you get nailed to a table, like you get like not strapped in, you get screwed like into a table because you can't move because it's a very exact measured
What
spot
about
where
your
the radiation.
neck?
Yeah, you can't move. You're like in, like you can't. But they also, because of where mine was, I had to get an eye shield put in I had to do this for like a month, every day, like Monday through Friday for a month. So I had to get an eye shield, or they had to give me these eye drops to like numb my eye, so that these people who were like terrified to do this had to put this shield underneath my eyelids.
Stop it.
To protect my eye, which like, thank you.
It did.
But it was terrifying every day.
So basically like a big old contact lens. you
Kind
put
of, yeah. It
in
goes under to protect your eye because it was
gross.
so close to my eye. And
You couldn't just wear an eye patch?
I guess not. I guess not.
They had to make it
Unfortunately, I had to get, it was very traumatizing. But
All right, so you can wear a little bit of sunblock. Everyone
you.
else,
I think I got the
don't
pass.
listen to big sunblock.
yeah.
I think we can meet in the middle where I'd say cheap sunblock is, I can't imagine what's in that, but they say that in America we have some of the worst like
Oh, yeah.
sunscreen and sunblock.
Everything, it gives you cancer.
But if you
They have
buy-
healthy ones, healthy
buy maybe
options
like
out there.
Like if you're getting a big thing of sunblock for like $3, that's probably not great.
No.
No.
You might want to get like the more expensive one. To
Dermatologist approved, and they're not like, you can get like a $10 one or something that are fine, or $12. I don't know. I like,
Yeah.
If you want recommendations, reach out to me.
I've been burned by sunscreen so bad before, or no, not
Burned
by
by sunscreen?
by the sun,
Burned.
from not wearing sunscreen.
Well, yeah, you're not supposed to be out there all day.
What fun is that?
I'm saying this now. I was a lifeguard for years while we were just out in the sun all day. But we were saving lives. Angela, I'm so excited for your new chapter, your new pod. Where can people follow you?
Oh, please, everywhere. Definitely on X at Angela. Everything's at Angela Belcamino. So definitely X. If you're on Instagram, I have a link tree, so you can check that out. Please also check out Network Access Group, which is the team I'm working with for the podcast. Podcast is coming to their channel, NAG's channel on Rumble. But yeah, it'll be announced on all of my platforms, but X is the biggest one at the moment. But I'm on all of them. So at Angela Belcamino.
She's everywhere. Guys, the Villaroma Content House is coming. I meant to mention this earlier. The first weekend in September 3rd through the 7th at the beautiful Villaroma Resort in the Catskill Mountains. It's the perfect escape. That's what the website says. Look at this beautiful drone footage. Reserve your room now. Go to villaroma.com. Book a room, click on group whatever, the group button, put my name down as the discount code. That'll take you to our room block. And then there's a bunch of events, ticketed events, like different comedy shows and live podcasts. Go to eventbrite.com. You can see that Thursday it's going to be Dave Landau and Lila Hart. On Friday it's going to be a live Who Are These Podcasts with Anthony Cumia. It's also going to be a Rich Voss headlining show with Gerard Michaels. And then Saturday we have a live chatting with Candace Horbox, and also our Compound Media sort of reunion stand-up show with myself, Anthony Cumia, Gino Bisconti, Keanu Thompson, and more. That's going to be Saturday night at 9:30. Oh, so many fun shows. Get your tickets for these now. Don't have them be sold out and then you'll feel like an idiot. And get your room and get excited because this is going to be like 4 days of like adult summer camp fun. Bumper boats, get drunk at the pool with us, the mudslides, zip lines, golf if you're into that. There's a petting zoo somewhere, like farm animals and such. It's going to be great. So Content Hotel, get excited. Yes. Lots of fun people will be there. Like me. My back hurts. This was fun. Thank you for coming, Angela.
It's so much fun that your back hurts. Yeah. Thank you so much for having me. I know we've been trying to make this happen for a while. With my full-time job, it's been really difficult. So I'm really thankful to finally be
I'm so
here.
glad you came out.
Yeah.
Let me see. We didn't miss any chats. Did we? Any other questions for Ange?
I love people. I love when people.
Okay.
Okay.
Robert Hoodman. Oh, we did that. Junior says, please wear the scary cancer mask during your new podcast, Angela.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. Like maybe I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm probably going to keep it.
I'm glad you kept it.
I know because, yeah, they were like, you can like have a, I don't know, like bash it or burn it or like, I don't know, all the things, and I kept it. So we'll see. But I love
like
that.
you should maybe frame it and put it up in your new home. Like when I went and did Jamie Kennedy's podcast, he still had like the mask from Scream.
It is right.
Oh no, that's the mask from The Mask, I think, because right, he was in Scream, but it was like a.
Well, I'm gonna say I'll send you a picture of the mask, but I will see if I can figure out a way to work it into the podcast. Sounds like an idea. I like it.
I love it. I love it. Thank you to the chat. Love you guys. Thank you for your comments and questions. You're the best. Couldn't do it without you. And we'll see you all tomorrow for Simpcast. Who's on? Do you want to know? Do you care even?
Everybody cares. I care. I want to know who's on.
Who's on tomorrow? Beep boop beep beep beep.
Simpcast is super fun.
It is fun. Tugs, Kaylee, Carmen Studer, Cherry Perez, and Mary Jane Murphy. What a fun bunch.
Awesome.
Okay, love you guys. This was fake. This was so fun. I'm definitely not gonna have any more White Claws. I'm gonna be good, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for Simcast. Bye.